Hello, my friends. Anthony Fontana here, alive after 5. Just wanted to touch base. Had a very hectic, busy day today, which is always a good thing. Hope you had a great day today yourself, and I hope you're active and you're happy and you're having some fun. So let's talk a little bit about, what I'm posting here tonight. This is on comparison. Comparison being the look back when you have a situation in your life presently. We tend to look back on a different version of that life where we might have been better off, or we think we're better off. And what happens with, I call it comparison. When you have comparison, it's a pathway to unhappiness, without question about that. It's a weapon of fail, but it's also a catalyst to succeed if you understand and can see this process occurring in your own life. Without comparison, you can't have unhappiness. It's just not possible. Now, what do I mean by this? It's when you compare your present situation, relationships, money, finances to something that went on in your past. You might have been, quote unquote, more successful 10, 12 years ago. And maybe you're having a little bit of a financial challenge right now. So what you're doing is, in your mind, you're looking back on that previous situation and saying, I don't really feel very happy right now because I used to be better. I used to be thinner. I used to be more athletic. I used to be more successful. I used to have a better relationship. You can go on and on and on. And all these different past look backs, looking in the rearview mirror, are creating unhappiness. And we all do it. It's the nature of the human beast. We tend to think, like I said, on many occasions, hey, Aaron, how are you? What's going on, Christine? Hey, Ricky. We tend to think in the negative most of the time. The challenge when you use comparison is you're looking back at a situation that, number one, you cannot change because it's the past. You can't relive the past. You can't go back in time and change the past. It's already done. So you're taking your current life situation and you're allowing something from the past, either a relationship, a person, an individual, to dictate how you should feel today. Or you're comparing yourself to people today that are actually, you think, have a better life than you do. They're more successful than you. They have more money than you. They bought the new car. You're trying to get the new car. And what we tend to do is we create in our minds what can give us happiness today. If I buy that brand new car, I'm going to be really happy. If I land that new job, if I get that promotion, that's when I'm going to be happy. If I can get that vacation booked and get out of here in the next 3 months, I'm going to be really, really happy. If I can find the perfect mate, I'm going to be super happy. Well, the challenge with that, again, is you're creating an external circumstance that has to occur for you to be happy. Well, and I'm not talking about success. Happiness and success are two different things. You can actually have a drive toward getting something done. That's success. That's a destination. That's a direction you're going in. But happiness is here and now. It's the now. It's the present. It's today. It's this instant. It's by comparing yourself to others or other situations that you think are better than the one you're in right now. That's when we become unhappy. I mean, I can take extreme cases, the loss of a loved one. Yeah, it makes us unhappy. Someone in our family is sick. It makes us unhappy. We lose a relationship. It makes us unhappy. But what really is happening here is you're comparing yourself or that situation with, I just need one more, I wish I had one more minute, one more hour with that person that just passed. I wish I could have done things differently and maybe things would be differently. I wish my friend, my family member wasn't sick. And I'm remembering them when they weren't sick. And you're comparing. And that's why you're creating unhappiness in your own mind. And it's okay to mourn. It's okay to have that loss. But if you focus on it and that becomes your life, then how do you move forward on that? Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Don't compare yourself to anything in the past. I took wrote a couple of things down here. I'm going to look at for a second here. The one thing I want you to understand, you can use it as leverage. It's almost like you have a house, and in order to be happy, you want to rearrange the furniture. And then after you rearrange the furniture, you're still not happy. Or you have to paint the exterior of the house, and that's going to make you happy. What you're doing is you're changing the things that are outside of the house. You're not actually changing the house itself. You are your own house. Your internal is you. You're a mind living with a body, and you have a supernatural, gift. A connection that I like to call it, that's way beyond where we are right now. So to be happy, you need to change your perspective. You have to have an attitude of gratitude, number one. That's extremely important, but I think it's very important to not equate your happiness to anything external. But you need to recognize it. The most important thing that I can say to you right now is recognize that you're having this feeling. Then once you know that, gee, I'm not feeling really happy right now, it's about that situation. Why is that? You can start looking backwards on the situation that you're comparing it to and erase that and start looking at your life right now. Look, hell, I woke up today. Yeah, I woke up today. I'm extremely happy that I frickin' woke up today because 33,000 people did not. You know, you're still taking a breath. Somewhere, somebody just stopped taking a breath. Attitude of gratitude is so critical because I have a great life. I can't compare myself to the past lives that I've had. I mean, 19 years ago, I rolled the dice on something and lost pretty much 7 figures in one shot. It took about 4 months for that money to disappear. I can look back and say, shoulda, coulda, woulda, different decisions I could have made. I think that, that money today would be 8 figures. Great. Well, can't change it. I did it, made the decision. I've grown from it. I've developed different skill sets because of it and replaced it. So here's the thing. You can create your own happiness by simply deciding that you're happy with the current situation that you have right now. Accept yourself as you are, not as you were, and not as you think you're going to be. Accept yourself as you are right now. Whatever, the new suit's not going to change your life. The new car is definitely not going to change your life. We got a new car in the driveway. I don't know. It's got 2,500 miles on it. Made us all excited when we picked it up. We don't think about it. We don't sit down, have breakfast, and say, "I'm so glad we have a new car in the driveway. That makes us so happy." It's like water off a duck's back. It's something to drive us somewhere. That's all it is. It's not important. It's just a car. Our happiness is in the fact that we're alive, we're enjoying life, and we're progressing in a forward direction. I think that's critical. So comparison can be used as a catalyst, though. Like my own example right now is I've gained back some of the weight that I lost last year. MJ can attest to that. I've definitely gained a bunch of pounds. Things are fitting a little more snug than they were last year, and I don't like it. And for a little bit, it made me unhappy. But the catalyst now for me is, okay, I unfortunately, I can't do things drastically. I can't eliminate everything, right? I know you guys are going to say do that. I can't do that. But what I did do is I'm starting to cut back just a little bit, and yeah, there she is right there. I'm cutting back a little bit, 2 sugars in a coffee instead of 4 sugars in a coffee, eating less junk. I'm still eating junk, but less junk. Because when I did this last year and I lost all that weight, I was still pretty much eating whatever I wanted. I just ate less and I exercised more. So I'm using the unhappiness that I feel being a little snug in the rug, and I'm propelling myself in a better direction over the next 20 days or so, 30 days or 40 days. Certainly before the end of the year, I will be right back to where I was 12 months ago. That's a guarantee. I have a spreadsheet. I track everything. I'm keeping track of all of it. We are going out to dinner tonight, to a business meeting dinner, and I'm probably going to eat. But bottom line is going to be this. I understand that my happiness is not directly related to how chubby I'm getting. It's me being happy just because I'm alive. I can physically set a goal and move forward and lose that weight. And losing the weight's not going to make me happy. It's just going to be something that I need to do. So it's catalyst for me to change direction and move back to where I was. But it's giving me an attitude where I can get this done. And I'm excited about it. So I'm using it as a catalyst for change. I'm not debating it. I'm not dwelling on it. I'm not sitting there, woe is me. I'm just not doing that. So don't do that. So that's about it. We tend to, as human beings, we tend to avoid pain. We're designed to avoid pain. We tend to run from it. So if something that's making you unhappy, if you understand that you are feeling this because of some comparison that you're having, some comparison that you're making, then if you turn that around and use it as a catalyst to avoid that pain and work in a positive direction to fix it, then that's what you need to do. So step up. Be happy. You're alive. You're a blessing to us. And we love you guys. I got to grab the lady MJ, and we have to head out of here in about 3 seconds. But we love you guys. And we'll speak to you tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel. God bless.